feel like my freshman year, I'm like, maybe that's why there was like much hotter guys my freshman year, because it was like a bit easier.
Bye.
I'm like, shit, we're getting too smart.
You're like, this is not UF.
No, seriously, like we're not trying to be UF. Like, where are the hotties? Like,
stop.
It's hot. It's hot.
Hey girl gang, welcome back to another episode of the FSU Edit, the ultimate girl's guide to all things garnet and gold. I'm your host, Kaylee Hoppenworth, and today I'm asking one of the internet's most burning questions. Is FSU really a party school? And to answer this question, I brought on Veronica Eichberg, one of the Her Campus at FSU previous staff writers and the Tally Strip's best bartender, to join us. Hi, Veronica.
hello.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I get to have this episode with you specifically, because let's just talk about how we met first of all, because originally you were one of my staff writers. It was one of the first semesters that I was an editor for Her Campus, so it was really cool to be able to meet you, see what you were all about, and I feel like I was enlightened to a lot of things about FSU that I did not know personally. So I feel like you're the perfect person to have this episode on.
Honestly, like, we have like a saying in nightlife where it's like no one really makes it like over 2 years, and I got hired by accident the first week of, it was the syllabus week of my freshman year, and I've been working ever since, and I might stay here for my master's and keep working. So
oh my gosh.
I'm like the only one that's really, honestly, like not giving it up.
Wow,
Like,
so you're kind of like super senior in a sense. So tell us, like, what's your major? What is it that you want to be doing post-grad? And then, yeah, tell us a little bit more about how you got involved working in nightlife.
Yeah, so I'm a double major in political science and international affairs, and then I have a minor in econ and like certifications in national intelligence, homeland security,
Oh my gosh.
and emergency
Okay.
management. Originally, I wanted to do clandestine analytics, like last year I did. Clandestine analytics is just like a fancy way of saying counterterrorism. So I wanted to do that. Quickly, because of just like my parents' citizenship, stuff like that, I realized very quickly I was not gonna pass that surveillance clearance and whatnot. So we pivoted, and now I'm doing like digital comms. So I'm applying for a master's in digital media and journalism, and I'm gonna be like, well, now I like run like politicians' campaigns like digitally, but I would realistically like want to see myself like pull like a Don Lemon in 5 years, where it's like he becomes a household name like working for someone else, and then, you know, once you like have like your footings, you like go and you can like make podcasts and make TikToks and all that. Like,
Yeah, and you already kind of make some of your own content. So I remember kind of seeing you post one of the articles that you wrote and published on your Substack, and I was immediately so impressed. I was like, where was this Veronica when she was writing for Her Campus? Because I think your voice just developed so much. You became so much more confident, I could see, in your writing, and I really felt like you had a voice that people needed to hear. Tell us about some of those things that you've done.
well, I think like I've always like had like a passion for writing, and I like wanted to do journalism since I was in like maybe 7th grade, but I don't know if you can relate, like having 2 immigrant parents and telling them you want to major in journalism, like they just wanted me to be a doctor. Like that was it.
Right.
So we kind of like compromised, and I was doing econ and political science, but I was, not only was I like miserable, but I was also like seeing all those TikToks saying like, oh, I got a political science degree and like I'm working at like an LA Fitness, and I was like, okay, great. So then I got kind of like hired on a campaign to do fundraising, and I just needed an internship. Like I cannot fundraise, like I really can't. I'm so bad at that. So I kind of just like fluffed it up a little. I got the internship, and then one of the people on the team was like, you have a really good feed. Like your personal feed is really good. And I was like, oh, thanks. And then he was like, oh, like you should like help out with campaigns. Like they can also like pay you. So like I've been able to do like consulting work for like Act Blue. Like honestly, it's a good gig, but
Wow, that's
yeah,
really impressive.
it was completely by accident.
Okay, and that's
Like-
like the best way things come to us, I feel like, is just unintentionally without even trying. So I love to hear that for you. And I know you do your Substack. Do you do anything else
Yes.
personally?
So I have I founded what's called not her campus. Did not found that. I was literally about to say that. I did not find them. I founded the Hot Press. It's basically like a female-led like digital advocacy. I don't know if we're gonna have to cut this. Like basically like a year and a half ago, I kind of saw like you know, other chapters, like a turning point, and I was like, why can't a girl do it? You know, it wasn't really even like politics-wise. It was more just like I wanted there to be a place for like women in politics that wasn't just like a club. Like I like the almost like camaraderie of like Turning Point, even if I like didn't resonate with like men, you know, like I kind of wanted that for girls, and I was like, everyone kind of told me I was like stupid and there wasn't a niche for it. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna start the TikTok and like Instagram after I graduate because I don't want like my friends seeing it. Like that was like my game plan. And then the election happened, and I was like just in shambles. And like all of my friends like kind of voted the same way I did, but none of them are poli-sci majors. They're going to dirt every night. Like they're not politically in tune, but like they kept asking me like, what does this mean? Like, what are your thoughts? And so I was like, instead of like texting 50 different people, I'm just gonna like make a TikTok. And I did it on my personal one. Like my personal account at the time, like I don't even want to repeat the username. Like it was like not meant to go viral, but then I woke up the next morning, like it had like 600,000 views and it had like hella comments, and everyone was like, oh my God, like make one talking about like the terrorists, make one talking about immigration. So then I started like stitching that video on like my personal one with like more. And then I was like kind of getting mad that they were getting views and it was like on my personal because I knew like I could like never do anything with it. So about 6 months ago, I started like a Linktree, TikTok, Substack, Instagram, all that good stuff. And like right now we've just been like posting. I have like a little high schooler that like interns and like she posts. So she's actually
So you actually started a business, is what I'm hearing.
Girl, clog it.
Wait, that's so cool. So wait, drop the at really quick so we can all follow.
At the Hot Press.
At the Hot Press. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
That is so incredible. I feel like that really just like embodies the spirit of being a woman and being a woman at FSU. Like we're self-starters, we're creating things, we're creating spaces that don't currently already exist. And so I just love that so much. So that was really interesting to hear about your background with that. And I just want to talk about now too, how you mentioned you got involved in nightlife and things like that, and kind of talk about like how that's influenced, I guess, what you want in your future career.
Honestly, like it's taught me so many important things. And like I worked, like this last summer I was working in Capitol Hill, summer A, and then I came back summer B to work at Strip, and everyone was like, how are you able to go from like work, because I was bottling.
duality
and
of
I was
women.
bottling too. Like I was fully like working Capitol Hill, and then I came back and I had to like bottle girl at Strip, and everyone's like, oh my God, like, well, like your job like before is so much harder. Like I sat there like the Capitol Hill job was nothing compared to like a like hard bottling night at Strip, you know, like you working
That
at,
is
like,
so funny.
also like me and my friends who work there joke, we're like, we've just seen like too much of the Tallahassee Strip. Like
I'm sure after how many years has it been?
honestly 2.5, 3.
Yeah, so I mean, in that time, I'm sure you've seen, experienced, just been through some crazy stuff there.
Like my clothes smell like it sometimes, and like I don't even know how. Like yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny that you mentioned kind of like being at literally Capitol Hill like one half of the summer
Yeah.
and then coming back and being a bottle girl at this Strip. Like, hello? Can we talk about that? That's actually so crazy. And then you saying that bottling is actually harder than that.
I like fully think it is.
But that's valid.
It's so hard, and like I'm bartending this semester, but I bottled the last like 2.5 years, and like you see them with the bottles, they're like doing the little like song and dance. Like I've never been more stressed out in my life. Like you have to remember so many different things. You have like one table needs a chaser, one table needs a bottle, and then you have to like get through a crowd. Like have you tried walking through dirt on a normal night? Imagine you have I'm 5'2". I have 2 bottles in my hands. And then it's like if someone bumps you and you drop it, like that's coming out of your tip. Like if you drop a bottle, you're paying for it. Like
Yeah, that's just like insane. I can't even. And I have tried to get through those crowds and I don't fare well. But yeah, just speaking on that, obviously nightlife is so big at FSU, all of that. So when people kind of asked that question, like, is FSU really like just a party school? What would you say to them?
Honestly, this is like bizarre, but so my dad went to UF, my dad went to UM, my mom went to UF, and I'm like out of state. I didn't know what Florida State was. I had the thing where like my Common App fees were waived because I had like divorced parents, so it was free. So I'd apply to 36 colleges. I genuinely didn't know what Florida State University was. And then my admitted students stay tour, like going into freshman year, was like that 4th of July weekend. So like
Oh,
my
wow.
first time like coming here was that. And like I found out that FSU is a party school like in the most like hard way possible. Like nothing could have prepared me for that at all.
Oh
and then
my
I
gosh.
texted my mom and I was like, I don't think I want to go to UF. I had a roommate everything. Like I don't know. It was like not even just that. Like I've always been an indecisive person my entire life. Like for whatever reason, like when I got here, it wasn't even in my like top 10. Like I just like got here to get here, like for a safety to like visit whatever. And I was like, okay, like I need to be here.
Instantly, you were
Yes.
like, this is the place for me.
But I did it so late. Low-key, it was like summers, and I like called. I had a roommate in a dorm, so she ended up having to room in a single in like another dorm with like foreign exchange kids. And my mom was like, I would hate you. And I was like, no, I would too, 100%. She still comments on my photos. I'm like, honestly, shout out Kaylin, you're better than me.
Wow, all just to come here to FSU.
yeah.
I love that. Okay, so for you, FSU being a party school, that's like a
Yeah.
plus.
Honestly, yeah, like I've always been like a work hard, play hard type person. Like I was captain of speech and debate in high school, but then it was like I was also like cheerleading, going out every weekend. So like coming to school like this, I feel like it's like nothing. It wasn't like hard to adjust to, but like what I will say is like working nightlife has like 100% helped me with that. I feel like it's made me very like work hard, play hard, because it's like you're behind the bar on nights where like your friends are in front of it. So the nights that you're not working, you are like hustling during the day to get your schoolwork done. Like this morning, for instance, like I woke up at 6 in the morning. I went to Strozier for 2 hours. And then I went to like an 8:30 like Pilates class. Like I don't want to do that. Like no part of me wants to do that like at all. But it's like I have motivation to go out, and it gives me motivation to do my school during the day, and it makes me the most productive person ever. Like I can't be
Wait,
mad at it.
I really like that kind of like dual relationship of it
Yeah.
all. Like for one, I would say absolutely. FSU is so work hard, play hard mentality. And I feel like if you come here, you really have to be able to balance both, because I think that might be one of the biggest misconceptions.
And now looking at like the stats, like
Oh yeah, it's actually like really hard to get in these days.
but,
And
like, part of me is like, I don't know, like part of me is like lower it a little, because like I feel like my freshman year, I'm like, maybe that's why there was like much hotter guys my freshman year, because it was like a bit easier to get into.
bye.
I'm like, shit, we're getting too smart.
You're like, this is not UF.
no,
like,
seriously, like we're not trying to be UF. Like, where are the hotties? Like,
That's hilarious. Please, I actually can't with that. Yeah, no, where are the hotties? But I think we both say like with boyfriends, but
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So I feel like you said, it kind of works in a way that helps you, because
100%.
you're like, well, I want to go out tonight, so I have to get my work done. Like, there's no other option. And me and my roommate freshman year used to be on that. Like, when I say my roommate would come home from class, immediately start
Yeah.
like grinding out her
Oh,
paper to
yeah.
get it done in like an hour so that we could start getting ready to go out. And there was no other option. It was like, okay, I'm not going to go out, obviously, if I can't finish this assignment, but that's not going to happen. I'm going to finish the assignment. So I 100% think that that is something that we kind of use to our advantage here.
it is.
And it's a
like-
strength.
I feel like it's whenever you like need to do something, but you're like hungry and you're like, oh, I'll get myself food after. It's like that's like
It's
the
your
equivalent.
reward.
Yes, it's a reward.
It's like rewarding myself with a little get ready with me,
Yeah,
with a
like-
little bit of a night out with the girls, like, you know. So I love that. But I will say, I feel like that's one of the biggest things people try to say about FSU, to like kind of tear us down, to like look down upon us. So how's your experience been with that? Especially also working in nightlife. Like, do you feel like people's perception of you is worse?
I feel
better?
like people, even my own perception of nightlife, like I remember being a freshman and like I was so overwhelmed with my little gen ed classes, like hostessing at Clyde's and Durd. Like I was like, how does anyone else do this? I felt like that like Michaela, like Nagara meme where it's like, try being an influencer for a day.
Try being an influencer for a day. Try it.
That was like me coming home. Like, I really was like, how am I doing this? Mind you, I'm like a political science. I'm not even a double major at this point. I'm taking gen ed classes. And then I like one day I'm just like talking to people at work, and it's like my manager is a Theta Chi who I like did not probably like would assume. He's like pre-med, now he's in med school somewhere, like super overachiever, on exec for his frat, like on exec for dance marathon. And then it was like I was going kind of after that, like I would just start asking people like what they did outside, and it was like one of the most like degenerate bartenders, like engineering major. And it's like same with like the bottle girls, like 3 of like the bottle girls are like nursing majors and like all that. So it's like even I had that bias. Like I thought I was the only one like going to classes and then having
like,
the bottle
life is
like
so hard
no
for me.
seriously.
And then
like,
everyone's like, babe, we've been doing this.
yeah, I was like so embarrassed. I'm like a freshman in like gen ed classes, and I was like, oh my god, like
My life is so hard.
no
yeah.
seriously. I was like, everyone needs to feel so bad for me.
Meanwhile, oh my gosh, I love that you mentioned that though, because
Yeah.
it really is something. And I mean, we don't have to talk about exactly like the money aspect of it all. but,
We
like,
can.
Thank you. Like it is a grind, is it not? Like
That's the reason I work this job. Like I've had teachers, I've had professors be like, why do you work this job? Especially when I was bottling, and like
It's hot.
FSU has the reputation of a partying school, but is that really the case for the entire student body? If you ever felt like party is just not your thing, this article is worth the read. In Why I Don't Party at FSU, we highlight the reasons some students may not choose to party and some other fun activities to try, from playing board games to watching a movie. There's so much more to FSU rather than partying. Tap the link down below to read more.
It's hot.
I would schedule my classes every single day. So like my classes would start at 9:20 and end at 12:50. From 12:50 to like 3:30, I wouldn't let myself go home. Like I'll go to Scherzer and I would like bang everything out, and then I would like get ready, eat, and like go to work. Well, like I got a non-compete clause from Clyde's and Dirt. That's a story for another day.
Whoa,
That's why
truly.
Haas couldn't hire me for like 6 months. Like Strip just at one point was like, we don't care, and hired me anyways. That's why I work at Strip.
okay, love that.
I got hired at a Sunstop. That's actually the most like Strip thing ever. Like
Did they poach you? Like they were like, we need
it
you.
was like honestly one of my like friends was like the hiring managers, and he had like heard through the grapevine that I like left Clyde's and Dirt, and I wouldn't say it was a poach because I got fired, but I think it was like a I feel bad you got fired. It was,
okay,
you know
okay.
why I got fired. After that I walked out. I didn't want to bottle at table, so I walked out. But anyways, so story for another day. I was like, no, we're not doing that.
Oh my gosh, that's actually crazy. So you've actually worked at this point, what, Clyde's, Dirt?
Clyde's, Dirt. I did one shift at recess, and then I saw they had to wear white bikinis on Sundays, and I was like, I don't want to do this.
You're like, no, that's too far.
I literally asked
that's
them.
too much.
I actually, and it was when I found out they couldn't. When you were like, it used to be way more strict. Like when you were at recess, like you could not drink, but then like you could drink at like Clyde's and Dirt. And I remembered like thinking to myself, and I was like, if I'm working nightlife and I'm working 4 or 5 days a week, like my freshman year, and I'm out of state, I want to like be somewhere where I can at least have a drinks, because like I get chronic FOMO like when I'm like just normally. Like I was like, that would send me to shambles.
Yeah, so you were like, please, like, let me join in on this.
Because I was so like scared being out of state and like having to bottle girl my freshman year, because it's like when you get in a sorority, you're like added into all these like frat group chats, and it's like the like freshmen and like the freshmen, like, you know, it's like the youngest like MCs, and then they have pre-games and they go out, and then it's like that's how you meet your girlfriends and your guy friends. And it was like I vividly remember having to miss like every single one of those pre-games, and like I was the like one of the few like out-of-state girls. I was 15 hours away from Pennsylvania. They called me like farm girl. Like even
What?
I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm from like downtown Pittsburgh. Like
Oh.
yeah, like anyways.
You're like, I'm literally not.
I was like, guys, like get these allegations out of here.
literally.
Like farm girl, and they would always like say it in front of someone cute too. I was like, shut up. I was like, I'm not from a farm. Like
You're like, that's too much. Yeah.
Literally.
What is this, like middle school? What is this? Oh my God. Yeah, that's actually crazy. But I'm just wondering, like, if you have any crazy stories or anything like that from your experience working in nightlife. Like, just give us a little
Yeah.
something.
Okay, so one quick one, really, really fast. I was like bartending, and I like got like really, really drunk, and I like kind of like went to go to the bathroom, and I meant to like throw like a bottle like away like in the trash can, but I like threw it at someone, like at someone.
Stop.
And like they like had to like the green shirts had to like take them out of strip. Like everyone was like so it like because they were like, are they gonna sue us? Like,
No, they were like, this girl, like we are actually going to be in court with her.
assaulted someone with a Tito's bottle, like completely on accident. But yeah, no, craziest thing. Freshman year, I got cheated on. I think like I was like, I'm gonna be the bigger person. I was after I wrote that campus article about going no contact.
Yes, I remember
So
that.
I was like, I'm not going to text him. I thought I was eating. And I was like, okay, but like I don't want anyone to like still think like we're together. So I thought I was being so petty. I changed an Instagram caption to charity work on a photo from like 3 months ago.
Naturally, where he's in the photo.
And then like a month and a half later, I'm like bottle girling at Dird, and I see like the signs like you have to bring out. They're like pretty big signs. Like if you've seen them at recess,
Yeah,
they're like
they're
pretty,
like, what? Yeah, they're big.
Like they're big. And I see charity work, and like that's such a common phrase, but I'm like, I was gagged. Like in like and like if like I was just like gagged because like it's like one of those things where it's like, why didn't I think of this first? Like,
yeah.
But I was like, you know what? Like this happened. Like that photo was like from November. This was like January. So I was like,
So
it's
like, no
such
one
a common
cares,
phrase.
no
Like
one's
I was like, it's probably not about me. I walk out of there, and like I literally have like all like, first of all, Skybox of Dird. It's in the middle of Dird. You have all these like flash like cameras like with the flash like screaming my name. Everyone is like laughing. Everyone is like hooting and hollering except for me. Also important to note that at this time, like Dird was a lot more strict. So like they used to like watch, and like if you like did this and you like didn't do it for long enough, or you like weren't smiling, like they would yell at you. So like I'm holding out a sign that says charity work, like fully about myself, like on a, not even to say like the frat, but on a certain frat's table.
And it was your ex's frat.
Yes, yes, most certainly.
Wow.
Had a bottle for them the rest of the night. That was, yeah.
And they tried to call us crazy.
Oh,
that's
I know.
psychotic.
That's like
That's actually psychotic.
She spent $750 on it though. Clock it.
And that's the part where I always say, like, men
And I
think
got
they're being
commission.
so petty. They think they're eating,
They
but
always
also
think
they're just
they're
being obsessive, and they're filling your pockets.
Oh, I know.
Like, that's
Honestly,
crazy.
wait, you know what this reminded me of? So like, I really wanted to get my lick back after this. I'm literally just airing out all this. I don't even think he knows this. I'm like, I need to get my lick back after this, because it's one of those things where like, if that happened to anyone else but me, I would think it's hilarious. Like, admittedly, hilarious thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I need to like get him good. I knew like he lived in house, and he was like so lazy to cook. Like he would only microwave things. And I was like, I can't like slash his tires. Like I can't do something crazy because like he'll know it's me. Oh, and for other reasons too, legally.
Right, right.
So anyways, I was like, okay, like I can't do that. What's something I can do that'll like minorly inconvenience him?
Wait,
like,
I love a minor inconvenience, like,
Yup,
plot.
yup.
Yeah, like, you're like, I'm just
That's
gonna...
why I was like, I wanted the most like minor inconvenience. So I decide like while he's like out in the courtyard, I like went in his room, and I had like this like really large like purse, and I took his microwave plate. Because think about it, if you don't have a microwave
Stop.
plate, like you
Veronica.
can't heat up food. You have to buy a whole new microwave. You're like, where is my microwave plate? Like you're drunk and all you
are
want
a
is
mastermind.
100%.
You are a mastermind. Wait, that's actually crazy. So he only microwaves his food, which is like, first of all, you're like a degenerate, but also you took his microwave plate.
Yeah, and it's like, who even does that?
Who even does
You can't
that?
even prove that's an ex-girlfriend. Like,
Wait, everybody
and that's gonna
write
like,
that down.
No, and that's
Take
gonna
notes.
imagine
Take
you're
notes.
drunk and all you want to do is like make food, and then you're like, where the hell is my microwave
I mean, you
plate?
low-key
Like, what do
starved
you-
him because
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? Wait, that's so smart. Oh
Yeah,
my
and then it's like
God.
you have to. I looked into it too. It's like you have to buy a whole new microwave. Like it's like a thing. So
Yeah, it's like you can't like, where do you buy a microwave plate to replace it? Like maybe Amazon.
that's
but
what I'm saying. Like girls, like you don't need to slash their tires. Like they
just steal their
think
microwave plate.
think smarter, not harder.
Wait, that's so good. Oh my God, I love that. Ugh.
It's so funny because like imagine he's like, wait, like
I'm just imagining him like
never-
being like, where is, like, how does this work? Like,
Oh yeah.
just being so confused.
100%. Like, there's no way like anyone figured it out that was me. Like,
That's really a genius.
I thought I
thing,
was
honestly.
cooking.
Yeah, you did cook and he did not.
Long game.
So
long game.
exactly. Oh my God. Well, and you mentioned that he was in a frat and stuff like that. And I know you mentioned
Yeah.
too that one of your bosses who worked there was also like, he was like in Theta Chi or something
Yeah.
like that. I find it interesting that there's like both like men and women both work in nightlife. Like I feel like I see so many frat guys who are like security or something for pots, like
Yeah.
whatever it is. But do you feel like the expectations or stereotypes are different for like girls who work in
Yeah.
nightlife and guys? Like how do you see that coming out to play?
I definitely do. So like, especially with like strip, like how it is the guys book tables and then the girls like bring people in. I like, it's hard because a lot of the times like it's harder for girls to just like book tables off the bat, because with guys they can have like, you know, their frats by tables. But then anytime I'll like post on my story and I'll be like, swipe up for a table, they're swiping up for anything but a table. Like they don't take it seriously. And like I'll like post and like you'll have guys swipe up and be like, no, but I can take you on a date. Like, no, like buy a table. Like I'm like, no, like I'm trying to work. And like you'll have guys, especially like even as a bartender, like I will have like, I'll be like next to like a like male bartender, and like I've noticed like just like the way they speak to me versus like the guy, and like they'll like always like, even if I'm bartending for them, they'll like ask the guy next to me what beers they have. Like it's like dumb stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, you're like, so actually I'm kind of an expert in this.
Yeah, and what I will say is like I think for girls it's really harder to like get scheduled in nightlife, because like it's naturally a lot harder for a girl to like sell a table than a guy. That's
Interesting.
yeah. So like that's like kind of like the weird part about it. So like girls really have to like put in double the work, because like you're texting, like you're just reaching out to people. Like
I
you
didn't
know?
realize a lot of it was bringing in people and kind of booking
Yeah.
and marketing where you're working. It's not just, oh, I'm showing up to this shift,
Oh, yeah.
clocking in and leaving.
I would say like that's probably like 60-70% of like our like job.
Wow.
Like
Yeah, I did not know that.
yeah,
It's really interesting.
because if you think about it, like whenever you see like 20,000 people being like, come here, post this flyer, like you want to go there. Like the flyers work. I will say like it gets the job done.
Definitely. Yeah, I
But-
see the pictures you post. I'm like, okay, like making strip look fun.
Yeah.
Like, should I come
But
out?
like that is like the other like conundrum of it all, because whenever I was trying to like last year like have a job in the government, I was applying for jobs like at the Department of Justice, like real government jobs, and I like had to tell Strip to like not tag me.
Yeah, right. Because
Yeah,
you're like,
but
okay, I'm
then-
actually trying to do real work out here.
Yeah, I ended up having to switch my for my one Homeland Security thing. I wanted to like get this internship, so I called Strip in the middle of the day last year and I was like, can you switch my hourly so that way it says I'm a bartender and not a bottle girl? And I would make less like hourly like doing that, but I like still wanted them to, because like it's a sad reality that like that probably would affect my job, and like it shouldn't, you know?
Yeah.
Like the reason I like work this job and the reason I have for 4 years, like no one wants to be behind the bar when you could be in front of it. And I tell everyone that. Like everyone's like, oh my God, like it's so fun. No, not for 4 years. You know, I could tell you how many birthdays I missed out on, how many sign nights, you know. But what makes it worth it is like I have all day to study, go to class, and like do whatever I want. And I work for 4 hours at night, and I'm making more than I would when I was serving for 8 to 10 hours, busting my during the day.
Yeah.
So it's like,
No, that's an absolutely like real like reality.
Yeah.
And I do think it makes a lot of sense. And I feel like honestly, like now I'm wondering like maybe I should have gotten into it.
like, and
but
like, the hours, honestly, like everyone's like, oh, the hours, but it's like you're already like up. Like I don't
realistically, yeah, like if you're not going out,
Yeah.
or like maybe you are just like up late at night, like you're already kind of doing it. You might as well
Yeah.
be getting paid to stay up late and be out and do that, whatever.
Yeah. And there's something satisfying about like walking out every night with like a fat stack of cash. Like when I have like when I have an adult job and I'm gonna be getting paid like bi-weekly and like it's all gonna come like in the bank, I'm not gonna see it. Like Honestly, the bank here has to, like, I don't even want to know what they think I do for a living, but, like, besides
Right,
the point,
and they
like,
don't need to know.
it's so satisfying walking out with that cash, like,
Yeah, for sure.
bury me at the Tallahassee Strip.
Oh my gosh. Well, Veronica, thank you so much for coming on this episode. I've truly enjoyed sitting with you and talking. And just like before we go, is there one like last piece of advice that you want to give for incoming freshmen or students at FSU that are kind of wondering how to navigate this nightlife aspect of FSU?
Honestly, like, what I would say is being in the honors college especially, I remember I had a bottle girl at table for the, like, honors college executives, like, my freshman year, and I had all the people on the table being like, oh my God, like, I'm so sorry, like, we didn't know you'd be our bottle girl, like, are you so embarrassed? And, like, I remember, like, I just, like, looked at them and I was like, no, like, I'm getting paid to do this, like, I'm getting paid, like, why would I, you know? And, like, he was like, oh, like, yeah, but that's, like, my biggest thing is, like, whether or not you're, like, having, like, a job in nightlife or just, like, going out, whatever, like, someone is going to tell you about FSU, about, like, how it's a party school, like, look at our stats. The fact that we're able to party like that and, like, have those stats, I've always said, like, it takes very, very intelligent people to be one of those people to be able to, like, go out 3-4 days a week. Like, I was like, I'd be in Harvard right now if I, like, didn't go out. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, those are the people that are going to go really far in life. It's the people that can multitask. It's the people that can, like, separate the two. And I feel like FSU's, like, taught me that, like, way ahead. Like, I'm not gonna have to figure out how to balance that post-grad. And, like, if you're going to college in the middle of Kansas, sorry, middle of Kansas, like, you're gonna have to figure out that lesson a little later.
Right. I love that. So basically, don't be ashamed. Go out, have fun with your friends. It's spring break. We're going to have a good time. And thank you so much again for joining us. I've loved speaking with you so much. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like, and thank you so much. Come back for our next episode. Bye.